Aylward, 50 years, 100 years of rugby, 100 years of rugby celebration tonight.
Yeah, very much so, yeah.
What do you think about it?
Oh, I think it's brilliant. I tell a bit of a story, right? In 1988, I came down to Westport. Wasn't really a rugby player, rowed all my life or whatever, and decided I had to get involved in the town, and I had no one, not a sinner in the place. So on St. Stephen's Day 1988, I drove down to Westport Rugby Club, knowing that every rugby club in the country has a match on St. Stephen's Day. I walked in, or drove in the gate, hadn't an idea even the colour of the jerseys, but the gates were painted blue and white, so I reckon Westport were blue and white. So that the team playing blue and white were the captain's team and the presidents were the other set of gear. Went into the clubhouse and introduced myself, and that's how I didn't know a sinner in the place. Best move I ever made, right? Great friends out of it.
Did you play on the day?
Oh no.
Oh, you're a spectator, yeah.
No. Again, another story, right? I wasn't really a rugby player, right? But I was very athletic, right?
Yeah.
Going training, I beat all the backs running and all this sort of stuff, right? And even though I was 6'4" or whatever at the time.
Ex-army
And all that sort of stuff. But I was relying on I'd given up rowing seriously only a few years previously, and I was still very, very fit. But so they wanted to put me on the first team the very first day, and I refused it. So I played on the seconds with four collies.
Four goalies,
who started a fight against
among themselves.
So anyway, my first match against for the first was against Ballina in the league in 1989 in January, right? And Tom Kane was captain at the time, right? And Michael McCormack was president, right? So before the match, we were all dressing out there. Remember now, I've never played for Westport before, except for the seconds. Michael McCormack comes into the dressing room and says, the captain for the day is Pat Aylward. The first match I ever played, right? And I said, what the hell am I going to do? So I quietly, the previous week, I'd gone to watch a match, right? And they didn't see or know I was there. And what I noticed from the match was all the backs, the Westport backs, were fighting with one another, right? Joe Grady, Johnny McCormack, they were all just bitching to one another all the fucking time, right? So what did I do? So I brought them all out the pitch, and they didn't know me, you see, right? They absolutely didn't know what about me, right?
Great thing.
So I brought them all in a circle, and I said, first man who opens his mouth, I'm going to break his jaw. Right.
Did you mean it?
I started it, but I didn't really. But they knew a few weeks later that that wasn't going to happen. But they all shut up and they concentrated on the match. And Westport beat Ballina in the league that time. It was an unheard of thing. Hadn't been done in something like 12 years at that day, right? And so, but I tried the same thing a week or two later, and it didn't work. They felt back bitching with one another again.
And you're welcome this man entirely.
Oh yeah, Nathan. Oh yeah.
Nathan,
Except for Nathan go back a long distance, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, 1998, 10 years after that.
10 years after that.
Yeah. And I actually was in the process of recruiting Nathan from was it Dunedin or Dunedin, if I remember.
I've just come out of Dunedin.
Dunedin, Dunedin, I remember that.
Right, yep.
And I was the guy who went up to met him in Dublin Airport and drove him down. And we didn't look back since. It was great. Great move.
You had a good few years there, yeah.
Well, a lot more than intended. I came over, I thought I'd play a season in Westport and maybe head over to England for a year, and that changed dramatically and ended up in Westport for 8 years.
8 years.
Couldn't get rid of me.
Are you still with Dunedin?
No, we're back in Christchurch these days.
Are you involved over there with rugby?
I'm involved with the local club, Prebbleton Rugby Club nowadays.
Okay, right.
Playing a bit of golden oldies every now and again, and helping out with some junior rugby coaching.
So this is a great day for Westport, really. 100 years of
it's a fabulous achievement. It's just
absolutely,
and it needs to be marked on an occasion like this, and it was fittingly marked today, I think.
Very well done, yeah.
Very well done. Very impressive. The whole day was very impressive.
Very good achievement.
Anyway, lads, you better go back drinking.
We will.